This is a series of videos. Please refer to the methods of stitches, ignoring the yarn color. Select the corresponding yarn colors in your material package to learn. Please refer to both the videos and the instructional brochure during your crocheting process. Please make sure to first view the beginning 10 instructional videos to learn the basic methods of crocheting, and then view the instructional videos for your purchased product.
Now let's make these two adorable otters. Welcome everyone to join us in making them. The main bodies of these two otters use the same crocheting methods. Only the crocheting methods for the heart and shell differ. Next, we will use the brown otter as a demonstration. Before we start crocheting, let's first take out some practice yarn. Scan the QR code to watch the basic tutorial video. Practice the basic stitches by using the practice yarn. The practice yarn can be used repeatedly. Now, let's make the otter's head. It is this part. The head is crocheted by starting with a magic ring. At the beginning of each round, we need to crochet a chain stitch as a standing stitch to raise the height. At the end of each round, crochet a slip stitch to join the beginning indent of the fabric, serving as a connection. The chain stitch and slip stitch here are not counted toward the total stitch count. Next, we will explain the making process and possible issues during crocheting. Take out the yarn of the corresponding color. Start making a magic ring. Hold the yarn tail with your right hand. That is the shorter end. Open your left palm facing upward. Pass the yarn between your pinky and ring finger. Pass the yarn through your palm between the middle finger and index finger. Then hang the yarn on your index finger. You can also hang the yarn at the base of your index finger to prevent it from slipping off. If the yarn tail is too short here, gently pull to lengthen it. If the yarn tail is too long, pull the yarn connected to the yarn ball to shorten it. Wrap the yarn once around your middle finger. Pinch the crossing point of the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Take out the crochet hook. We are using a 2.5mm crochet hook here. You can hold the crochet hook like holding a pen. It is called the pen hold style. Alternatively, you can hold it like holding a knife. It is called the knife hold style. You can hold the crochet hook in the way that you feel most comfortable. The crochet hook has a bend tip on one side. During crocheting, this bend tip should face towards us. Insert the crochet hook through the loop on your middle finger. The crochet hook is positioned in front of the working yarn. The yarn on the index finger that is connected to the yarn ball is the working yarn. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces the working yarn. Move the crochet hook horizontally to the right. Pull the working yarn through the loop on your middle finger. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces towards you. Now there is a loop on the crochet hook. Push this loop to the back of the crochet hook. A magic ring is formed on your middle finger. Leave some space between the crochet hook and the loop so that the hook can easily pass through the loop later. In this video, we will learn how to create a crochet fabric using a magic ring. Creating such a crochet fabric using a magic ring is often used when making amigurumi toys. The creation of a magic ring is a fundamental skill. The method of creating with a magic ring is called the magic ring technique. The video will demonstrate two methods for creating a magic ring. You can choose freely which one to learn. Now let's create a magic ring. There are two methods to create a magic ring. Let's first learn the first method. Hold the end of the yarn with your right hand. Left palm facing up. Pinch the yarn end with your right hand. Pass the yarn through between the pinky and ring fingers. Wrap the yarn around the pinky once. Then pass through the palm between the middle and index fingers. Hang the yarn on the index finger. Pinch the yarn end with your thumb and middle finger. Wrap the yarn around the middle finger once. Press the crossed position with your thumb. Take out the crochet hook. We can hold the crochet hook like holding a pen. Or hold the crochet hook like holding a knife. You can choose the method of holding the crochet hook. In the video, we demonstrate using the knife grip. Now the hook head of the crochet hook is facing us. Insert the crochet hook from right to left. Pass through the loop on the middle finger. Continue to push the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the yarn hanging on the index finger. The yarn hanging on the index finger is called the working yarn. Next, rotate the crochet hook. Let the hook head of the crochet hook face the working yarn. Drag the crochet hook. The hook head catches the working yarn. Continue to drag the crochet hook. The crochet hook carries the yarn. Pass through the loop on the middle finger. Then rotate the crochet hook so that the hook head faces us. Now a loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. This forms a magic ring on the middle finger. Next, make a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head is facing towards yourself. Lift the working yarn with the crochet hook. Wrap the working yarn around the crochet hook once. Continue to pull the crochet hook. Pull the working yarn. The hook carries the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. Now, there is a loop on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. One chain stitch is completed. Remove the crochet hook. Use your right thumb and index finger to pinch the middle of the two loops. It is the position of the chain stitch. Find the yarn end. Pull the yarn end. The magic ring will become smaller. Pull the magic ring. The magic ring will become larger. The magic of the magic ring lies in its ability to freely adjust in size. Next, make single crochet stitches on the magic ring. Pinch the fabric with your right hand. Wrap the working yarn around your pinky finger once. Pass it through the palm between the middle and index fingers. Hang the yarn on the index finger. Pinch the fabric with thumb and middle finger. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the loop. Use the tension of your index finger to tighten the loop. Tighten the loop until it is the same size as the crochet hook. Now the loop can move freely on the crochet hook. Next, adjust the position of your thumb and middle finger. Pinch the two strands below the magic ring. Be sure to pinch these two strands tightly and do not let go. Now let's make a single crochet. In order to prevent the loop on the crochet hook from deforming, you can use your index or middle finger to press down on the loop on the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Note that there are now 3 loops on the hook. The crochet hook is below the working yarn. Move the crochet hook to the back of the working yarn. The hook head is also facing us. Press the working yarn down with the crochet hook. Hook the working yarn with the hook head. Yarn over with the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook through the magic ring. There is significant twisting here. You can use your index finger to hold down the twisted part. Then adjust the position of the loop. The loops are formed on the crochet hook. Push the loops to the back of the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head is facing yourself. Lift the working yarn up with the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn around the hook once. Hook the working yarn with the hook head. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the crochet hook. Now a loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. A V shape is formed here. A V shape represents 1 stitch. Place a stitch marker on this V shape as a marker. Take out the stitch marker. The stitch marker passes through the gap below the V shape. Pass through the two strands of the V shape. Attach the stitch marker. On the first stitch of each round, a stitch marker needs to be placed as a marker. This helps everyone quickly find the position of the first stitch. The first single crochet is completed. Second single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Move the crochet hook to the back of the working yarn. Hook the working yarn with the crochet hook. Pull the yarn through the magic ring. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook once. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Second single crochet is completed. Third single crochet. During the process, you need to constantly adjust the position of your thumb and middle finger. Leave enough space for inserting the hook to make a single crochet. Fourth single crochet. Fifth single crochet. Sixth single crochet. Six single crochet are completed. You will notice there is a hole in the middle. Here you need to find the position of the yarn end. Pinch the 6th single crochet you made. Pull the yarn end like this. Tighten the gap in the magic ring until the gap in the middle completely disappears. Now learn the second method. Pinch the position of the yarn end with your left hand. Hold this section of yarn connected to the skein with your right hand. Hold the yarn with your right hand. Wrap it over the top of the yarn end. Hinge the cross position of the yarn with your left thumb and middle finger. A loop is formed. Hold the yarn connected to the skein with your right hand. Place it behind the loop. Use your right thumb and index finger. Pull the yarn connected to the skein out from inside the loop. Rotate the loop held by the right hand. Hinge the cross position of the yarn with your left thumb and middle finger. The right hand holds the yarn connected to the skein. Place it behind the upper loop. Hinge the yarn connected to the skein through the upper loop. Pull the section of yarn in the middle of this loop. Tighten the middle loop. Use the left thumb and index finger. Pinch the position of the middle knot. Then pull the yarn connected to the skein to make the upper loop smaller. The loop below is the magic ring. Now let's demonstrate the magic of the magic ring. Pull the yarn end out from inside the loop. Pull the yarn end. The magic ring tightens. Pull the magic ring. The magic ring can enlarge. The size of the magic ring can be adjusted freely. This is the magic of the magic ring. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook through the top loop. Pull the yarn connected to the skein. Tighten the loop on the crochet hook. Use your thumb and index finger. Pinch the knot position. Pass the working yarn between the pinky and ring fingers of the left hand. Wrap the yarn around the pinky once. Pass through the palm. Hang the yarn on the index finger. Then use the thumb and middle finger of the left hand. Pinch the two strands below the magic ring. You can start making single crochet stitches on the magic ring. Next, crochet a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn. Lift the hook upward and press down on the working yarn. The bend tip now faces downward. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right, pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces toward me. Now there is 1 loop on the hook. Push this loop to the back of the hook. This creates a chain stitch. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. Remove the magic ring from your middle finger. If the magic ring is too large here, gently pull the yarn tail to narrow it. If the magic ring is too small, gently pull the yarn loop to enlarge it. Here we have completed the magic ring, and we made 1 chain stitch. This chain stitch acts as a standing stitch. It is to raise height and is not included in the stitch count. This video will explain the method of making a chain stitch. Place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. Make the hook head face towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn with the crochet hook. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. A chain stitch is completed. Now, you can begin crocheting. For the first round, crochet 8 single crochet into the magic ring. While crocheting, you can adjust the yarn tension using your index finger. Lifting your index finger tightens the yarn. Relaxing your index finger loosens the yarn. During crocheting, use your thumb and middle finger to hold the 2 strands of the magic ring. At the same time, press the loop on the crochet hook with your index finger. This prevents the loop from twisting or deforming, making it easier to proceed with the next steps. The first single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the 2 strands of the magic ring. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the working yarn around the hook from the back and lift the hook upwards. Press the hook down onto the working yarn. With the bend tip facing downwards, pull the hook with the yarn to the right horizontally through the 2 strands of the magic ring. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces you. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push these 2 loops to the back of the hook. This completes a half single crochet. Make sure to leave some space between the crochet hook and the loops. If there is no space, gently lift the crochet hook upward to create some space between the loops and the hook. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn from behind. Lift the hook upward and press the working yarn downward. The bend tip is facing downward. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces toward you. Now there is only 1 loop on the hook. Push this loop to the back of the hook. This completes 1 single crochet. From the side view, it forms a V shape. Take out the stitch marker. Insert the stitch marker through the gap beneath the V shape. Pass through the 2 strands of the V shape. Secure the stitch marker. Mark the first stitch of each round with a stitch marker. This is very important. A second single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through both strands of the magic ring. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the hook around the working yarn from back. Lift the hook upwards and press down on the working yarn. With the bend tip facing down, Pull the hook with yarn horizontally to the right through both strands of the magic ring. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces us. There are now 2 loops on the hook. Push the loops to the back of the hook. This completes a half single crochet. If the loops are too large here, you can lift your index finger to make them smaller. If the loops are too small, gently lift the crochet hook upwards to enlarge them. Please try to keep the size of both loops consistent. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn from behind. Lift the hook upward and press the working yarn downward. The bend tip is facing downward. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right, pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces toward yourself. Now there is only 1 loop remaining on the crochet hook. Push this loop to the back of the hook. A second single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see the V shapes. The third single crochet, insert the crochet hook into the magic ring. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn. Lift the hook upwards and then press down on the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook horizontally to the right with the bend tip facing downward. Pull the yarn through the magic ring. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces towards you. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push these 2 loops to the back of the crochet hook. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn. Lift the hook upwards and press the working yarn downward. The bend tip is facing downward. Please note that the crochet hook only needs to wrap around the yarn once. Next, let's demonstrate a mistake. The crochet hook wraps around the yarn again. Now the crochet hook has wrapped around the yarn twice. Pull the crochet hook horizontally to the right. You will find this makes it harder to pull through the loops. Even if you manage to pull through, you will notice there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. This is incorrect. We need to undo it. Remove the crochet hook. Pull the working yarn to undo the incorrect stitch. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the magic ring. Yarn over the crochet hook. Everyone, pay attention to yarn over once. There should be 3 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bend tip faces towards you. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. The third single crochet is completed. From the side view, 3 V shapes are visible. The following issue might happen during the crocheting process. Only 3 single crochet were made, but there are 3 larger V shapes and 1 smaller V shape. This shows we crocheted incorrectly. We need to undo the wrong stitches. Remove the crochet hook. Pull the working yarn. Undo the wrong stitches. Let's crochet the third single crochet again. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the crochet hook. Pull the yarn through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The third single crochet is completed. For the fourth single crochet, insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The 4th single crochet is completed. From the side view, there are 4 V shapes. The 5th one, insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The 5th single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 5 V shapes. The 6th, the 7th, the 8th, Eight single crochet are completed. In this video, we will explain the method of making a single crochet. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch position. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. The hook head of the crochet hook should face us. Place the crochet hook below the working yarn. Move the crochet hook to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Rotate the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook. The hook head catches the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loops on the crochet hook to the back of the hook. Now place the crochet hook in front of the working yarn. The hook head should face towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn with the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook. Bring the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. Now a new loop is formed on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. A single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 8 V shapes. Let's count them. Move the crochet hook. Start counting from the stitch marker position. The 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. Please do not confuse this loop with the stitch. Next, pull the yarn tail to tighten the magic ring. Make sure it is tightened so there is no gap in the center. Finally, make a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop. Leave a small gap between the crochet hook and the loop. The loop should move freely on the crochet hook. Pass the yarn between the little finger and ring finger. Then pass through the palm between the middle finger and index finger, and hang the yarn over the index finger. Place the yarn tail at the back of the fabric. Hold the fabric with your thumb and middle finger. Crochet a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the first stitch. That is marked by the stitch marker. Slide the stitch marker to the left. Insert the hook through both strands of the V shape. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 strands of the stitch. There are now 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. Only 1 loop remains on the crochet hook. Push the loop to the back of the hook. The slip stitch is now completed. In this video, we will explain how to create a slip stitch. With the crochet hook's head facing towards us, insert the crochet hook into the next stitch position. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Place the crochet hook under the working yarn, with the hook head facing towards us. Wrap the crochet hook around to the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Rotate the crochet hook. Hook the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook. Bring the yarn through the first 2 loops. A loop is formed on the crochet hook. Continue to pull the newly formed loop through the original loop on the crochet hook. This forms a slip stitch. A new loop is formed on the crochet hook. A slip stitch is done. Push the loop to the back of the crochet hook. Now the entire round of crocheting is completed. Here you can see a horizontal V shape. Here is a vertical V shape. This horizontal V shape is the slip stitch from the previous round. This vertical V shape is the chain stitch of this round. Next, you need to crochet a slip stitch to connect the beginning and end. This slip stitch is not counted in the stitch count. We can see that this slip stitch looks very tight, not particularly obvious. These 3 slip stitches appear relatively wide and obvious. This is because we did not tighten the slip stitch during the process. Therefore, the slip stitch must be tightened. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop, then tighten the loop. A crochet hook needs to pass through the 2 strands of the V shape where the stitch marker is placed. Now there are 3 strands on the crochet hook. Wrap the crochet hook around the back of the working yarn. Press down on the working yarn. Hook the working yarn. Pull the yarn through the first 2 strands on the crochet hook. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Then continue to pull the yarn through the existing loop on the crochet hook. Now there is 1 loop left on the crochet hook. This completes the slip stitch. This V shape is formed by the slip stitch. Tighten this V shape. The slip stitch here is not counted in the stitch count. It needs to be tightened. This can prevent it from being mistaken as a stitch. We can use the index finger to press down on the loop on the crochet hook. Then move diagonally upwards. Pull the loop on the crochet hook. Now you will notice that this V shape has become smaller. And there is a noticeable difference from the V shape next to it. Then pull the working yarn to reduce the loop on the crochet hook. This way you can continue crocheting the next round. Make sure to tighten the slip stitch. This can prevent the stitch formed by the slip stitch from being too wide, and to prevent the V-shape formed by the slip stitch from being mistaken as a stitch. This can avoid errors in the crocheting process. From the side view, it forms a V-shape. This slip stitch is used to join the beginning and end. It acts as a connector and is not counted as a stitch. Press the loop on the crochet hook with your index finger. Lift the crochet hook upward to tighten the slip stitch. This helps prevent it from being mistaken for a regular stitch. Lift your index finger to tighten the loop. The first round is completed. Here is a diagram to explain what you just did and how you can visualize a crochet pattern. Each number in this diagram represents a V-shaped stitch. The blue circle in the middle shows the first round. That is a magic ring. There are 6 single crochet. This is what the first round looks like. The outer yellow circle shows the second round. It is the round we just finished. It has 12 V-shaped stitches. From the diagram, you can see that each round forms a complete circle of stitches. The last stitch ends just behind the first stitch. The stitches don't overlap within a round. Now, let's review what we did in the second round. We started by inserting the crochet hook into the first stitch of the first round. That is the one marked with the yellow stitch marker. We first made a single crochet into that stitch. Pick this stitch. Then I said to turn it into an increase stitch, so we need to crochet one more single crochet into the same stitch. This becomes the second V shape. Crocheting 2 stitches into the same stitch is called an increase stitch. Abbreviated as INC. For the second round, the instruction is to make 6 increase stitches. If you look at this diagram, you'll see that every 2 stitches correspond to 1 stitch of the previous round. That's why if you look around this circle, we actually made 6 increase stitches in total, but there are 12 V-shaped stitches. This is how the fabric changes from this small circle into a slightly bigger one. Here is a new diagram. It can help you visualize what to do in the third round. In this diagram, the yellow inner circle with numbers represents the second round. Remember, at the end of the second round, there are 12 V-shaped stitches. It's this part. Now, we'll make this circle bigger by following the third round's pattern. The third round is shown by the outer pink circle. To start the third round, first crochet a single crochet stitch, abbreviated as SC. This stitch should be worked into the first stitch of the second round. So this is the first single crochet of the third round. You need to crochet into the first stitch of the second round. That is the stitch marked with the yellow stitch marker. Next, we will make an increase stitch in the next stitch. This is the next stitch of the second round. we will make an increased stitch here. Remember, an increased stitch means crocheting to single crochet into the same stitch. Now you will have 3 V-shaped stitches. The stitches in the parentheses make up one sequence. This sequence needs to be repeated 6 times. Make a single crochet in the next stitch. Then, make an increased stitch in the next stitch. Repeat the sequence inside the parentheses again. We need to repeat this process fully 6 times. This sequence actually equals 3 V-shaped stitches. In the end, you will have 3 multiplied by 6, which equals 18 V-shaped stitches. This is what the number after the equal sign means.